It was a crisp autumn night, and the moon hung low, casting an eerie glow over the twisting back roads of Pine Hollow. Nathan, a seasoned paramedic, had just finished his shift when the dispatch radio crackled. A voice, trembling with urgency, reported a car accident on Route 17. Groaning, Nathan grabbed his gear and climbed into the ambulance. When Nathan and his partner Julie arrived, they found a mangled sedan wrapped around an ancient oak tree. The vehicle's headlights flickered weakly, casting shadows that seemed to dance in the mist. Inside the car, two young passengers, a man and a woman, were slumped over, unconscious but alive. Blood smeared the windshield, and the faint scent of burnt rubber lingered in the air. Nathan and Julie sprang into action. While Julie checked the woman's vitals, Nathan worked on the driver, a pale man with a shock of dark hair. The man's pulse was faint, and his breath came in shallow gasps. "Nathan, you're going to be okay." The man opened his eyes briefly and muttered something that sent a chill down Nathan's spine. "Man, leave us before dawn." Nathan dismissed it as the ramblings of a semi-conscious victim. They carefully extracted both passengers, loaded them onto stretchers, and began administering treatment. Nathan glanced around for other vehicles or bystanders, but the road was eerily empty. The night was silent, except for the occasional rustle of leaves and their own hurried movements. As they worked, an inexplicable unease settled over Nathan. He couldn't shake the feeling they were being watched. Every time he looked toward the tree line, the shadows seemed to shift, as if something or someone was lurking just out of sight. Hours dragged by as they waited for the fire department to clear the wreckage. The victims were stabilized, but evacuation was delayed due to the remote location. Finally, the first light of dawn began to creep over the horizon, casting the scene in a soft golden hue. And then, in an instant, everything changed. The wrecked car, the patients, and even the medical equipment they'd been using vanished. Nathan and Julie were left standing on an empty stretch of road. No skid marks, no broken glass, not even a stain of blood remained. It was as if the accident had never happened. Julie? What the hell? Nathan's heart pounded in his chest as he scanned the road. He reached for his radio, but it was dead. No signal, no static, nothing. They climbed back into the ambulance, their hands shaking, and drove back to the station in stunned silence. When they arrived, they found a flurry of activity. The dispatcher met them at the door, her face a mask of confusion. "Dispatcher, where have you been? We lost contact hours ago. We tried tracking you, but your GPS went offline." Nathan and Julie exchanged bewildered glances and recounted the night's events. The dispatcher's expression darkened. "Dispatcher, you said Route 17. That stretch of road was closed years ago after a fatal accident. A couple died when their car hit an oak tree, on this very night, 20 years ago." Nathan felt the blood drain from his face. The description of the couple matched the passengers they had treated. He glanced down at his hands, still shaking, and noticed something strange. Dried blood on his gloves. But there was no way to explain it. The victims were gone. The car was gone. And yet, the haunting memory of their whispered plea remained, "Man, leave us before dawn." Narrator. If you enjoyed this chilling tale, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more spine-tingling stories.